Hello.
Hello.
Episode 17, I believe.
Oh, that's one of my favorite numbers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. Why?
I just always had an affinity for 17.
Oh,
In school, every kid gets a number.
yeah, yeah.
Your
That's,
name,
yeah,
alphabetical order, mine was 17.
pretty cool. Okay. Um, Today we
Yeah,
decided to look into too
yeah, we were talking
much.
about too much,
Mm-hmm.
the discomfort it feels to feel as if you're being too much.
Yeah. Generally, though, just general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just in however it manifests in your daily life.
yeah. And what
Um,
are some ways that are like the energy of too much?
well, yeah, okay, well, growing up, I remember I would just kind of stop myself from talking when, say, I start sharing a story and then I notice that my mom or whoever is not really paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll catch myself while I'm talking,
Mm-hmm.
feeling like if they're not paying attention, it means I'm talking too much.
Mm,
I'm being too much.
yeah,
So then I would just stop talking, like
yeah.
mid sentence.
Likewise.
You're
Like,
like, okay, it's not worth it to keep
yeah,
talking if I'm being a burden to
yeah,
someone because they're not paying attention.
yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And that's a good one. And I feel like we've all experienced too much being on yeah, the perspective. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Being on the perspective of um, I'm being too much, and then the opposite end of, oh, they're being too much.
Mhm.
And then recognizing too much, the feeling state of too much was just a negative, discomforting feeling that no one really wants to be or like be a part of. Yeah. Like too much truth. Oh, no, no, thank you. Or like,
Too much emotion.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
oh, or you're being too much. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. So we just kind of got curious to wanting to explore this too much feeling state.
Yeah. What do you do when you're feeling too much?
Yeah. And wait, when you just said that, I got me thinking like, how does an individual feel when they're feeling like it's too much? And I'd love to hear your perspective, my perspective on a personal level of like
Huh.
what too much feels like.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I know what happens in my body. I
okay,
just
okay, go ahead.
have to go-
Oh,
like I literally I'm
yeah.
like realizing that I was too much letting things hang out or something. And then I have to
Oh.
too much taking up space and then I have to like rein it in
So
and
are you
like
saying you
really like
immediately,
clench myself to be smaller.
yeah. So are you saying you immediately control yourself?
I control, yeah. I like control,
Um,
contract, and like pull in, and I like squeeze.
oh, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I almost even probably stop breathing. I'm like, it's
yeah.
just like you like the
Oh,
air out.
okay. This is so interesting because I'm different. When I
Oh,
feel like I'm too much, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's that
oh,
energy for me. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was being too much. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like this guilt. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like,
I
I see
think
that I'm being too much. I'm sorry.
that's so interesting. Yeah.
Oh,
Because mine just goes immediately to control. There's
interesting.
even no emotion. It's just like,
Yeah. Okay, so when you say like, and like you're in that state, like what feeling state is that? Like about yourself?
oh, I'm so bad.
Oh, so is this your way of like, I don't know, being like the parent, like, stop that, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Huh. Like
Oh,
I know for me, like my, like with my family dynamics, or I guess my mom wearing the pants,
yeah.
She
Same
was
here.
more the disciplinarian, like the leader.
Yeah.
So it didn't even take anything. She didn't even have to like verbally say anything to me so much. It's just like I could just feel when she's not, when she's displeased, or she
Oh,
just has a look, and I just immediately like like
mm,
just stop whatever I'm doing.
yeah. Oh, I'm so curious of what mindset like you get into when you do that. Like when you go, and then from that moment, what's your mindset like?
It's kind of like I like internally whack myself.
Oh, like 정신 차려, like
Yeah,
get
like
it
very
together.
strong, like yeah, just like right now.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
This is so fascinating for me.
Yeah. And then I think for me, maybe guilt comes later, but initially it's just like emergency shutdown.
So it's automatically like your fault.
Hmm.
Interesting. So I think it's the same root then too.
Hmm.
It's like blaming the self, like yeah,
Yeah.
you're acknowledging it's your fault.
Yeah.
But then the acknowledgement of the fault is differently seen. Like yours is whacking yourself type of feeling for you. And mine is like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I admit it. It's my fault. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, so then like the reaction of being too much is, oh, it's your fault. But it is true because when somebody else feels like the other person's being too much,
Mhm.
they kind of give off that vibration
Mm. Well,
that
yeah,
like
there's a
because
lot.
of you, I'm feeling this way,
Mhm.
even if it's not expressed in words.
Yeah, you just feel there's no receptivity
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, yeah. Ooh. So I feel like this is a good moment to dive deep to find if there are any resolution or ways to feel safe to integrate with this part.
Mm.
Yeah. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to say about this?
Mm. No, I mean, yeah, I think it'll just come up more as we got kind of go into it.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Ready?
Okay, so we'll be going into the parts work of I will embody the part. Well, you did you want to take on the part that is
Yeah. That feels
feeling like
too
you're too
much.
much?
Uh-huh. Uh,
And then I'll take on the opposite part that feels
a discomfort, right?
um
Or what?
kind of on the opposite end of like
Oh, not wanting to be around it.
not wanting to be around the too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm
So
kind of like mom. I'm the mom.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're the
And the
kid.
child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like naturally
Yeah. Woo!
being yourself. Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited to explore this one. All right. I, Sylvia, with my free will, take on, I guess, just a collective. Should we just say the collective?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I, Sylvia, with my free will, take on the collective part of feeling too much. I am too much.
And I want you to take on with my free will the part of the collective that does not want to be around too much.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My energy feels, oh my God, like it's even actually really hard for me to like fully feel into. There's all this like anxiety. Like the anxiety feels too much. Like I don't know what to do with this too much energy. Like I already am aware that like it's too much. I feel lost in this. And my body, like I could feel this like frantic, it feels like such a static vibration that I feel all over my body. And it's making me feel so anxious. Oh, and it's really intense.
I feel like everything you're saying is just making me feel like I'm forced to listen to you, and there's, and I feel
Hmm. Yeah, when you say that, it's like, yeah, you won't be able to understand. It's like I can't even control this. Like I feel like I want medication or something, like to instantly calm my nerves. And there's this guilt of like, I yeah, like I'm being too much. Like, uh
like you're
like,
taking up so much space. You're just always talking about yourself.
yes, yeah. And I feel like I can't even focus on you to like hear you out because I'm like feeling too much of this energy that like I don't know, it just feels so over empowering. And I feel like nobody wants to understand this. And it's just, I need to cover it up, but it's so dominant that like I don't even know how to cover it up. And I just desperately want to take something to like calm me down. So no one detects this in me or something like that.
I don't even feel like I can fully hear everything you're saying because I'm just so in my own world. Like, look, all you're doing is talking about yourself, and I have no space for me.
Oh, and I feel like you already have a wall up in not wanting to understand me. But then it almost feels like I get it. Like I know I'm too much. Like I know I'm too much. And there's this space where I feel scared and this too much energy. Like I'm scared.
I feel like you're so self absorbed. What about
Yeah.
me? You ever
It,
ask about how I'm doing?
it's all about me, but I can't ask about you because like you seem to be in a peaceful state
I'm
and
not.
I'm not. And it almost feels like you're wanting me to be in the peaceful state like you and ask you how you're doing. And I want to, I really want to, because I know that's a way of connecting.
I'm not in a peaceful state. I'm just like have my own shit going on, and you're just like going off about your shit, and I'm like, what about me?
Like, again, it feels like my fault. Like, you make me feel like it's my fault. I admit it's my fault. Um, I don't know what to do. I'm like so heavily lost in this feeling state that I can't get rid of.
I feel so unseen, and like it's like I have to like hold space for you.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling scared. And that scared feeling state is making me emotional. I can feel it. I don't have space for you. I feel scared.
I don't even feel like there's no space for me.
No.
And then I feel kind of like I'm being the bad person for not being able to provide for you what you need. But at the same time, I feel completely unseen and ignored.
So it seems like we're both in the same space of not wanting to see each other. Like you have your reasons and I have my reasons, and like there's no compatibility in making this work.
Mm.
Because it seems like I just keep triggering you because to you it seems like it's all about me. And then for me, it's like, I know it is all about me. I don't
Yeah.
know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, even if I ask for help, it's like nobody knows, nobody wants to be around this. And like, I just feel alone. And again, I feel like it's making it about me. Like, feel sorry for me. And so therefore be here with me. And it's like, again, it's all over the cycle of, oh, I'm making this about me now. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I feel like I can't stop. I don't know how to break this, even if I want to.
Feel like, I want to like leave this relationship, but I can't. Stuck.
Why do you feel like you can't leave it? That is actually a new awareness for me.
'Cause it feels like as long as somebody needs me or like is expecting something from me, like I have to be here,
Why?
whether or not I want to or not. I don't even have a choice if I can want to or not. It's just default. Like I just have to be here for this.
This
Or
is,
I get unseen and
I,
just dumped on.
I feel like for the first time for me is like I'm actually somehow miraculously finding some space for you because you made me really curious to the point where I can't help but to want to ask about you because you kind of surprised me when you said, even if I want to leave, I can't. And that just made me want to have space for you.
And I
I
realized, oh my God, I
never
have all this
knew.
anger. I'm noticing anger. The fact that I think that because you have something you have need to express and you're going through stuff like um I feel like I am forced to be here, and I'm angry about that.
I still don't get why you have to be here.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering too, why do I have to be here?
Because
Oh,
for me, this whole time, my awareness was, oh no, I'm going to lose a connection again. Oh shit, I'm too much. I'm going to lose this connection. And it's this scary place of, fuck, I'm going to lose this connection, but I don't want this connection to go away. Like, I just want help, like someone to see me. And then you saying, I can't leave.
it was
Um,
like, yeah, I can't leave until you feel better.
that brought me a little bit of relief, to be honest.
Oh,
Like, it kind of helped me a little bit of like, what? You actually want to stay? Even though you don't want to, but you just saying like, but you have to, like you can't. I felt it in your voice of like, even if you don't want to, I see your commitment to stay.
I wonder why when
Me too. I'm like so
okay,
surprised that you're responding in this way.
okay, well, you know what? I just realized that somewhere I hope that by me staying here, I'll get something back.
From me?
Yeah, like,
What do you even want something from me? I feel
well,
like all I do is trigger you.
I think I'm mad about not feeling connection with me. I'm feeling mad because there's a lack of connection of like seeing me, of you seeing me.
Oh, so are you saying like the reason why you're staying is hoping that I will see you?
Yeah,
But for some reason, there's a part of you
not
that just
happening.
wants to stay in this pain.
Yeah, I'm staying in this pain for the hopes of like
to be seen.
something. Yeah, but it's not happening.
Then do you feel like it's really rare for you to be seen?
Yeah, I
That it's
never get
hard for
seen.
you to give up?
I never get seen.
Oh,
It's
um,
like I keep finding myself in interactions where I'm become more acutely aware of my need not getting met,
yeah,
of being seen, but I still put myself in situations where I just keep not getting seen. But I think it's because of my hope that even if I keep showing up and nothing happens, at least I have there's like a chance there that is not happening, but still
yeah.
there's for that hope.
So are you saying this kind of connection to you is normal?
Yeah.
Oh, or if it's not even normal, it's like there, like you said, you felt a lot of anger towards me where somehow, I don't know, like let me know if I'm wrong, but is it like you want to like show that anger towards me, like stay in the connection to like blame me with
Yeah.
all the anger that I'm causing you, where it's like you're
Uh-huh.
not gonna leave because you just want to keep blaming me for all the anger that I'm giving you.
Yeah. Blame you for me not being seen.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how you stay because you get your
Oh my
desires
God.
met by like blaming me.
Yeah. And as long as I can just keep blaming you,
Yeah,
then
you're
uh,
getting your needs met.
in some way I can feel right
Yeah,
about not getting my need met.
yeah,
Yeah, not feeling seen. About being right that I don't get seen.
yeah. I see. So you want to blame others for hurting you, for not seeing you.
Hmm.
And I'm like the perfect target because I'm being too much,
Hmm.
which triggers like, see, I'm not going to be seen by someone like you. So you get to receive the blame from me. That actually made me feel a lot better to know this truth.
I feel better too. This.
And to be honest with you, it was kind of hard on my end to hear you out, but I really wanted to hear you out. At the same time, I was like so scared.
Not really scared.
I'm realizing I'm so scared, but I noticed a positive experience in this of like, even though I'm so scared, I really want to hear what you have to say because you really caught my attention with what you said. And I noticed that experience felt um like I felt the motivation within myself of like not letting the scared feeling state dominate over, like become dominant to the point where I can't hear you out. I was able to control it, which I felt kind of proud as I was listening to you and being aware of myself being scared. And that was such a new experience for me. And realize, oh my God, I can do it.
Well, I just realized I didn't have resistance listening to you now.
Oh, then can't I tell you how I'm feeling?
Yeah.
I'm noticing I don't know why, but I feel so scared. I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel really scared. And me feeling really scared, I feel like it's somehow connected to being too much, but I feel scared. I don't like to feel scared. It feels too much. I just feel scared. Or I feel like me being scared is creating this too much energy where I feel the anxiety and I don't know what to do with it. I feel so lost. And I'm like, feel like I'm becoming more aware of myself. Like I feel scared. And I'm like really recognizing how scared I am. And I can tell that like this scared feeling, like I can't have space for anybody else because I'm so scared, you know?
Well, I realized that when you're scared, um, and you're just talking, that somewhere I'm also feeling alone, and that like nobody cares about me.
Um,
Which is why I'm putting up this wall.
you feel like that?
Yeah, I think I also feel like you feeling scared being alone, and I realize I also feel alone.
Oh, I wasn't even recognizing that I was alone until you said it. It almost feels like, why is this like attached to me? It feels like that, and I
What
can't get rid of it.
attached? What's attached to you?
The scared feeling state. Like I don't want to be scared, but I can't help but to feel scared, and it feels like there's no reason for me to be scared, or even if there was, like I don't even know what to do with this scared feeling state. It's something that I can't like just like you could take off a sweater. I feel like I can't do that. It's just on me. But now I'm feeling like after I voiced that out, like my whole body was shaking because the anxiety was so intense. But the moment I just kept saying, I'm scared, it kind of brought some relief where my body's not really shaking anymore.
Yes, I didn't know how scared you were.
I wasn't either, actually, till now.
I always just thought that you were in a better state than me because you can express yourself and I can't.
Oh,
So I just thought you're doing better than me and you can just express yourself while I'm just alone and ignored and unseen. But I guess I didn't realize that you were also feeling scared. Um, like it's like you're expressing yourself because you're also not in a good place or something.
I guess. Yeah, like when you said, oh, when you feel like you're too much, there's a lot of um, shame there for being the one that's too much. And I feel like I was leaving from that perspective where I wasn't even really or have forgotten like why I didn't want to be the one that's too much. And I'm also kind of finding out at the same time as you that underneath it, I am feeling really scared. And maybe it was my way. I don't know, but now I feel like I even forget like how I was being too much. It's weird. I'm like one with the scared part, and I feel like I don't remember what it's like to be too much.
I'm also feeling this state of I don't feel like it's just you versus me anymore. Um, it just feels more like listening to you is listening to me because we're sharing
Yeah,
the same core of feeling kind of alone and scared, maybe about um,
I
something bad
agree
happening.
because I'm actually wanting to like know you more.
Mhm. Yeah. So I feel like included in this. It's not just about you, it's about you and me.
Yeah.
And there is this shared sense of um, feeling alone and scared.
So I kind of want to go back and ask you, how are you scared? What's scary to you?
Scary to me is just living a life where I'm continuously unseen and I just have to be in relationships where I'm not seen. I just have to be the invisible one while the other one gets to be visible.
What's scary about not being seen?
Just feel like there's no oxygen here, no air for me. There's no whether I'm bad or good or whatever, it has no, it doesn't matter at all.
Oh, like you're not important.
I'm not important at all.
What does that feel like? Like, um,
It's like pointless to even be alive then, because whether if nothing I am matters, it's like whether I do this or that or say
mm,
something or not say something, if it's not being noticed, it's like I don't even exist.
so
So
it
why
feels
should I
like,
exist then if
yeah,
I don't matter to anyone?
you remind me of a plant where if nobody waters you, you're going to eventually die because you're not being seen to be watered and to be taken care of and all of that.
I feel like that's what it's been feeling like. I'm just dying and nobody even notices or cares
Yeah,
whether I'm lying.
yeah. Oh, that makes sense. So for you, your food of staying alive and feeling safe is someone giving you the nourishment that you need, which is to be seen. Because to you, that feels like you're being cared for because somebody is, like, example, watering you and making sure you get some sunlight and that attention, basically. And I'm also learning through you how important that is. Because if not, like, you're just describing to me the reality that could be me too. But I feel like my scared is a little bit different than your scared. To me, it feels like anything could be scary at any moment. And it makes me feel like, to me, scary is to feel unsafe and frantic, being like frantic in that unsafe feeling state. I don't know, like it seems like it's like, oh, I'm someone that needs to be seen. It feels like it's very like clear, and this is what I need to be seen. But my scared feels like I don't know what the root cause is. It just feels um like just generally scared.
Scared of what? What's the thing that you
Um don't know, it just feels scary. Like,
just all around?
yeah, yeah.
Like
Like that,
something that happened that you can't deal with?
yeah, like the anxiety has reached a point where um it's hard for me to not feel scared. So if I'm like sitting, it feels like this where like if I'm sitting on a couch, but everything is safe, nothing's gonna happen. But like I can't help but to feel scared. And the anxiety just kind of, I'm sitting there safe, but I don't feel safe. I feel scared. And it feels like nothing can really help me because it's like, oh, okay, I thought safely just sitting here quietly in this living room where it's supposed to be really safe. Like it should be safe. Everything around me says you're safe, but I'm not safe. And then, oh, now I'm understanding. Like, now I see why I feel like I'm too much because I feel like I should be okay, but I'm not okay. I'm scared and I can't help it. And I see that's why I feel like I'm being too much. And like, I feel like if I just surrender to this scared space or just like cry like this on the couch, like I'm gonna be too much to everybody else. Because they have no grasp of like what I'm going through, and it just feels like, oh, she's taking up space, like you said, taking up space. Like she's making it all about her. There's no reason for you to feel scared or unsafe, and like you're being dramatic and oh my God, and I don't even like this energy at all because if it feels like it fits the profile of what everyone thinks of me. Oh, and I really don't like to like be this, but I can't help it because it seems like everyone, yeah, it's just, I don't like that. It makes me feel like it's true and there's no solution. I just have to like just somehow control it or get over it or suppress it or
Mhm,
and act like I'm okay.
mhm. So scary.
Huh?
That is scary.
It is?
Yeah.
That feels weird that you said that to me. That someone is like agreeing with me feels weird.
You have to like control something that feels like you just can't help feeling something, but you have to control it
Yeah,
around everyone else.
yeah, yeah,
Because if you don't control it well enough, then people are gonna know, and then it's gonna make things worse for you.
yeah. Labeled as the too much.
Mhm.
That helped me feel better. Thank you. But the only downfall to me being me versus you, it feels like you found the solution. And I'm like jealous that you found the solution because I feel like with mine, you can't find a solution to this. And I feel like even if you understand me now, I'm eventually gonna be too much for you. Where again, it makes me feel good, but I could tell like you never like I feel so guilty of like like but eventually I'm gonna cause
Do
this
it again.
failing state is gonna cause you to like
Yeah.
say I tried and it's too much and you're gonna eventually walk away.
Mhm. See.
Feels like a never ending cycle of something I have to live with. And I don't know why, but it just feels like I want medication. I'm like desperate. Like I'm willing to do anything to like not feel this.
Yeah. Well, how does it feel for you knowing that I'm not having resistance to you feeling scared?
It feels fake. Well, to be honest, like I'm already feeling like really bad for you
Yeah.
because I see you're a good person. And I see that you're kind of different than other people because other people don't even have the patience. And here you are, and I can tell you're genuinely wanting to be here to help me. And I feel really bad because I feel like my too much is luring you in to believe all of this. And somehow in the end, like it's not gonna work. And I already feel bad for you that like you got sucked in into my too much.
Hmm. So you're basing your too muchness based on the other person's reaction, like whatever they think.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like my energy is so dominant that you can't be a match to you being more dominant in what you say. You're like you having no resistance to it now. It's almost like my energy of too much is too strong and powerful that it's eventually gonna win over you. That's what it feels like.
It will if I'm not being seen, and if I'm not letting myself be seen.
Oh,
Yeah, but since
so how do I have you be seen while I'm in this state?
yeah, I guess that's how we have to navigate this with um
Okay, then I feel like I kind of want to take a risk. This feels like a risk where I may lose you, but I still want to take this risk because it seems like you say you have no resistance and you being okay with me. I kind of just want to surrender to this scared state.
yeah.
I feel like I have to control this scared state.
Mhm.
And I feel like because I don't want to lose this connection, and you said to not lose it is for you to be seen.
Mhm.
I feel like it's gonna make me too nervous where I'm gonna have to control it somehow without you knowing. Like just stop it. If you don't want to lose this connection, then stop it. Like you're gonna be too much for this now. You're
Yeah,
not gonna let her be seen.
yeah,
And I feel like eventually it's not gonna work, but I feel like the moment is, well, if you have no resistance to like hearing me, I just want to take a risk of just fully surrendering into this scare state. But I'm really scared because I don't know what's gonna come out. It may push you away, but I just feel like I'd rather take the risk than potentially also knowing that like it's gonna sever. Would you be okay?
I think that's the
Huh?
direction to go. Yeah, to go there and face that fear.
Yeah, I am really feeling it. I really appreciate you being here. And I just want to say I'm sorry before because I don't know what's gonna happen. But just want to say sorry before I go into it. I would like free will surrender to the collective's scared state.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm in a really scary space. I do feel alone, and it feels really scary here. And it feels like I'm just stuck here. And I have like my anxiety is on high alert because nothing feels safe here. Like nothing feels safe here. Oh, nothing feels safe here. don't like it here. I really don't like it. It feels so unsafe. Oh, and it feels so scary. Oh, I don't like it. Oh my God, I don't like it. Oh my God, it feels like panic and like anxiety and just like this frantic state of like I can't get my shit together. I can't really even focus. It's literally all about me. Like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's so scary. Like everything around me feels scary. And I feel like anything could like, I don't know, like hurt me. Everything just feels unsafe. I feel like I have no power over this like scary feeling. Like no power. It's so dominant. It is all over me. Like I don't even want to put my head up. I just want to crouch and I just never want to open my eyes.
Yeah.
It's so scary. Oh, and your voice feels safe, but I feel like you can't even.
Here.
And I want to go to that safe place where you're at because your voice feels safe. But I can't. I feel like no one could take me out of here.
That does sound really scary.
It's so scary.
Yeah. Well, I'm just here with you.
Can't even like relax my body. It's so tense. And I'm just shaking.
So feel it. It's scary to feel so alone.
Yeah, I kind of took myself out of feeling it so much because it was a bit too much. That place I was in felt too much. That shit was too much for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like it's just when you're alone and feeling this, it's too overwhelming to handle by yourself.
Oh my God, you nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Exactly.
Not alone.
I don't know why you're giving me the motivation to want to go back in there again. Because I feel like you're still here genuinely. And I know it's really scary, but like I'm so sick and tired of like living this, like trying to control it and feeling bad of like I have and carry this energy that like I'm so sick of it. Like I just want to know why. So I want to take another risk of going in there, but this is okay with you. Like it's not too much.
I
Huh?
want you. I'm here to support you to face this.
Okay. Okay. scary place again. You know what my resistance is right now? Oh, the resistance just came out of like, stop it. You're being too much. Stop making it all about you.
Mm. Yeah. And what's bad if it's all
And
about
I couldn't surrender again.
you?
Like, no one's gonna like me. Though, again, that too much energy is what destroys everything.
Can you see how you resisting that was also causing you misery?
What? I don't get it.
You're trying so hard not to be too much that it was making you feel really scared to be yourself.
Yeah, I
It was
guess.
causing misery and loneliness.
Yeah. I could tell I like surrendered a little bit more than the first time. And I immediately felt like, oh, like you're being too much.
Mm.
This is just you creating drama to make it about you.
Well, it is about you and this pain.
But I feel like, well, like, you know how you said, oh, you need to feel seen. Like, how in this space, like, if it's all about me, how come you're not getting triggered?
Because I see that you being resisting this,
Yeah.
like resisting feeling like you shouldn't be seen in this way, is also how I feel about being seen, which is why I stop myself too.
Oh, so you're saying
So
you stop
I'm
yourself?
seeing like your terror,
Yeah.
like being too much, is also my terror of being too much, which is why I stop myself from being seen.
Oh, that made me feel better. Like,
And just seeing you, what you're going through right now, is also what I've resisted in myself.
I see. That makes me feel better. That it's not just about me.
So this is also about me too.
And that is the reason why you're not getting triggered.
Yeah. Because I'm seeing myself in.
I feel like I don't know if that's true, but I believe you because you're still here. And I guess the only way to find out is to go in there again. It feels like on my part, like I want to believe you, but the only way to find out is if I go in there to see if what you said is really true. Because I'm hoping it's true. And I feel like to find out for myself is to go in there again. I'm gonna try one more time. Take on the part of the left and surrender. This is weird. I feel like I've been here. But that like really intense frantic state is not here with me right now. But I feel so curled up. It almost feels like I surrendered in accepting that this is my reality. And I don't like it, so I feel like I'm like curled up in a corner where I have my head down and decided to never look up or to open my eyes.
You feel defeated.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you see me, yes.
There's no point anymore.
Yeah. I didn't realize until you said, yeah. Yeah, I feel so defeated. And I don't like, it feels like all attention is on me. And I feel this too much of like, I'm so recognizing and so seeing that I'm defeated. And that feels too much for me to recognize. And therefore, me so seeing this about myself feels too much. To really acknowledge and to see this about myself, knowing that I'm defeated and totally accepting that feels too much. And I feel like that's what's causing all this like scared feeling state. It feels really scary to admit it.
Glad you did.
What?
But I'm glad you admitted it. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's see that it's true. It's too much.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anything's possible from this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm grieving right now. Because it's so painful to accept. Knowing like it almost feels like I lost a loved one and I have to like accept that reality. And it feels too much, but it's like it's true, there's nothing you could do, that person is gone. Like it feels like that energy of like this feeling state right now of it's like this is reality, like this is true. You're just gonna have to live with it and like move on, you know. It feels like that. And I feel like I'm in this space of like grieving what I lost. And being defeated and like acknowledging that and like I didn't properly grieve what I lost. I don't think I've ever expressed any of this. I never have. It's like the first time I've ever expressed this. And I've been so open like this. Oh my God. I feel so sad.
True.
Yeah, I feel so awkward.
To lose yourself,
Yeah.
sounds like, and kind of always had to like pretend that you were had to be okay with it because life just went on.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep hitting it in the right spot with your words. Yeah, that's it. I'm like grieving that I lost myself. And it feels so unfair.
Well, how does it feel to not have to pretend anymore that like you're okay?
What do you mean? I can't even imagine what you said. Like, what is that?
Like now you're realizing why you've been so scared because you weren't allowed to grieve the fact that you lost yourself and having to just keep pretending that you're not scared when you are.
Yeah. Did I take a moment to
Yeah.
remember what that life was like? I'm recognizing, like, I thought that was so me, but now, like, looking at my life, it feels like that wasn't really me. Is that possible? Are you there? Are you there?
It sounds like you're going through a disidentification process.
Yeah. I'm like beginning to clearly see, like, I wasn't really being authentic because I was trying to feel like I'm fine and trying to not feel this in me of feeling scared and not including that in my life. But I'm a little confused. You're saying it's okay to do that because I feel like the only reason why I lived that way was because it's so unsafe to live with it.
Well, it was so unsafe to live with it, trying to hide it.
But if I exposed it, then I would receive from other people a bit too much, and they don't want to be around it.
Yeah. But what you discovered was that living that way increased the pain so much that you
Yeah,
had to
right.
take a risk with me.
That's right.
You took the risk that even if you weren't sure if I was okay with it or not, you
Yeah,
still chose to go there because it was so painful not to.
you're right. I like forgot and didn't remember how I was truly feeling. All I knew was like feeling scared to surrender there because
Yeah.
I felt like if I did, I would get lost without any solution and basically lose a safe connection that I have with you, like my one safe connection, because nobody wants to be around this, not even I. So, but after you said that, it gave me an aha of um to know that it's scary and I'm scared, like to know, and it felt unsafe. But even in this space, you were there where it felt like safe. So, do you mean, and I think I get it now, like to live with this now is different because in the past I didn't know what to do with it. No one was really there to show me how. But I feel like I'm experiencing and learning on how, which is, you said, like you're wanting to connect if you feel seen. And I feel seen by you, and it made me feel safe. And I realized that you also saw me in this fear, my biggest fear, and to experience that you didn't go away now makes me believe you with what you said to me earlier about you seeing me as you too in some ways. And basically, I want to see you as me too, in wanting to be alert and aware and wanting to make sure you're also being seen too. Because I also want to be seen. And I just experienced that right now. Makes me realize how important it is because you just watered me and gave me like nourishment to live, to grow, from being seen. And I realize it's the same. It's doing the same to each other, right?
Yeah.
It's like it makes me want to see you too. And I'm aware I'm in this like scary place in the corner. And I feel like you help me experience, like, if I experience this again, like how to navigate it. How about you? How are you feeling?
Just realized that we both started from both of each of us not feeling or like scared and like not feeling seen to now um, realizing that we can meet that need in each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me realize this risk was worth it. I feel good now. I feel like I don't need you to like hold space for me anymore. Do you need anything or want anything for yourself right now? I do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to you. I really thank you for wanting to see me. It must also be a risk to you too, or could have felt like a risk to you in wanting to see me if I didn't wake up to it. And it would have hurt you too. And I want to thank you for choosing to hold space and seeing me too.
Thank you for, I also want to thank you for surrendering fully to that place of loneliness and to let me be there to witness that because that's also my deep fear,
Yeah.
that kind of loneliness
See?
and my the scariness it is to feel like my true self is not okay, that it will not be received, but that you trusted to surrender there fully, to also, yeah, show me that it is possible to um, go there and find that connection in that place again.
Thank you for saying that. I feel like for the first time, I wasn't being too much. Thank you for making me see that I could be useful too. I feel complete to you.
A complete thing.
And Sylvia, we will release myself. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was so not expecting this to unravel.
Yeah. Yeah, when you were, that part was in the really scared place.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it just brought me back to like how I felt. mm, Like there was a period where I felt that like all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you recognized
I
it?
couldn't even go outside because I just felt like
So,
if anyone saw me in this state, I would just die.
oh,
Like people seeing me in that state was more unbearable than me being in that state.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
how scary it was if anyone found out that I'm having such a hard time.
Yeah, me too, actually, as a kid.
Just that anxiety,
Yeah,
so terrifying.
yeah. It was crazy how much this part so wanted like any drugs to calm itself down.
Mhm.
Like anything, give me anything.
You
It was
think
like
too,
this like frantic
it
state.
feels too much. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it's lacking, you're just lacking safe connection,
yeah,
state to know you can
yeah,
do this, you can feel this,
yeah,
you can be like this, and I won't push you away.
yeah.
I will be here.
And and you're so right. Like even my past of like me being a kid, I was so scared to surrender, to say I'm scared.
Yeah.
And it was so shameful to like let people know that I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mhm. Wow.
Such a good one. It was such a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needed to surface
Yeah.
this.
Oh my God. But
Wow.
yeah,
It
just to
always
feel everything.
always surprises me again every time we see these integrations working with opposite parts, how they always have a core
Main core. belief.
commonality. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I literally felt like, I mean, that part was like watching itself.
Yeah. And I'm so
It's
glad
like,
you mentioned that because
you know,
this part was like you sound and look so much more peaceful. And you're saying you see yourself in me,
Mhm.
and it like wanted to believe you, but it was hard,
Mhm.
but wanted to take the risk again because you're still here.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I guess for me to really find out is
Mhm.
just go there and see if that's what she is really meaning.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think there's nothing more, right? Like
Yeah.
pretty complete. Okay.
Work.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.